Hello and welcome. My name is Kyle. Thank you for joining me. Today we have a all levels Vinyasa flow. This is a full body practice. It's a nice kind of daily, everyday practice. This is how I teach in class. This is how I like to practice myself. It's a bit slower and steady, and time to pause to get into those postures, which lends itself to developing that deep flexibility and that full body strength. Now I have a 30-minute version and a 60-minute version of the same class coming out. So depending on how much time you have, they're both full practices, start to finish. But you can see, maybe try the 60-minute on a Saturday, 30-minute during the week. I have a set of blocks. You don't need them. I like to show you how I use them because I really believe that a set of blocks can help develop the mobility and the strength in your practice, and you'll see along the way. And if you have any comments or questions, you can let me know. Otherwise, let's get into it.
And when you're ready, gonna make your way through to child's pose to begin. Having the knees out wide, arms extend, toes touching at the back. Get yourself settled in. Maybe you'd like to shift the hips from left to right, feeling the weight in the belly in between your thighs. Maybe you massage the head from left to right. Just a bit of housekeeping before we get going. You're welcome to return to this posture, or maybe you want to lay on your back when you're tired, and if you'd like to, you can join back in. And please feel free to modify this practice to suit your body, and see if you can allow the sensations of the breath, the feeling of the breath, or the feeling of your body to hold your attention as you move through your practice. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, rise up to table, close your eyes and take 10 slow deep breaths to warm your body up with any movements. Cat-cows, barrel rolls. I'm going to encourage you to close the eyes, get a little bit more intuitive with your shapes, maybe a little bit weirder, wider, and more wonderful. Using the breath and the attention to start to iron out those sticky areas as you slowly warm the body up. Begin to drift your shapes a little bit wider, becoming a little bit more active, pressing into the ground. Maybe slightly lengthening and deepening your breath as you tuck your toes and stretch out the base of your feet. And begin to work some space into your wrists, playing around with the palms down, fingers back, or palms up, fingers in. Maybe even beginning to open up through the chest. And when you're ready, you can arrive into a neutral table, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. With your breath, inhale, lower your belly, raise the chin up. Exhale, cat pose, round into the spine, curl and press. Empty the lungs. Inhale, cow, lower the belly, open the collarbones. Exhale, cat, curl, empty and press. 2 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale to round. Inhale to lower, open up. Exhale, round, empty and press. Tuck your toes. Inhale to lower and prepare. Exhale, downward facing dog, send the hips up, lower the heels down. You may need to walk your hands forwards or drift the feet back slightly. Take 5 breaths to arrive. You're welcome to find stillness. Maybe you pedal the legs, shifting the hips from left to right, stretching into the side body. If you're comfortable in your down dog, you can just feel and breathe. Otherwise, have a look at your hands. Make sure that they're wider than your shoulders. Spread the fingers and press strongly into the ground. Knuckles flat. Relax the back of the neck and get the belly back towards your thighs. Maybe you have a soft bend to the knees. Wrap the armpits in, and then you can drive the heels into the back of the mat to feel the stretch. Inhale, bend the knees, look to the top. Exhale, slowly walk to the top, coming into ragdoll. Feet hip-width distance. You're going to interlace the hands behind the back of your head, and behind the neck. You're going to tuck the chin and then bow down to breathe. We're gently lengthening out the spinal cord. You may want to try look up to the belly button. It's often easy with a nice bend to the knees, seeing if you can hang your shoulders and your head off your hips, feeling into the breath. Interlace the hands behind your back. Nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze the arms, send them up and over the head to breathe. Release the hands down, heel toe your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, high mountain, slowly rise to stand. Reach the arms into the sky. Interlace the hands, your feet are touching. And as you exhale, you're going to arch over to the left-hand side, half moon to hold and breathe. Be gentle to begin. Squeeze your thighs, tuck your tailbone, and see if you can send energy out your fingers. Inhale, rise to the center. Exhale, arch over to the right-hand side, hold and breathe. Head rests softly in between the biceps. Inhale, arms rise through center. Keep the arms interlaced. Look up. And as you exhale, gently lift up and arch back. Squeeze your thighs. Lift the chest up and back. Release, come to the center, nice deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, bow all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, plank, step back. Inhale, shift forwards, tuck the elbows in, keep the head up. Exhale, slowly lower to the ground, coming all the way to the belly, take your time. Elbows in, chest forwards. Once you reach the bottom, untuck the toes, squeeze your thighs, feet into the floor. Elbows back, hands by your sides. Inhale, cobra, lift the back of the neck up to hold and breathe. Shoulders back, tuck the chin. See if you can shift the weight back into the belly. Keep breathing. And release. Hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes. Inhale, table to rise. Exhale, down dog, hips up. Heels down. Inhale, bend the knees, look to the front. Exhale, step, jump or float, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine, shoulders back. Exhale, fold to deepen. Inhale, high mountain, arms rise. Reach up, interlace the hands. As you exhale, arch over to the left, half moon to hold and breathe. Squeeze your thighs. Left armpit comes slightly forward, right armpit back. Inhale to the center. Exhale over to the right-hand side to hold and breathe. Squeeze, reach out your fingers. Inhale to the center, look up. Exhale, gently lift up and arch back. Squeeze your thighs. Inhale, rise to the center. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, bow to release. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, Chaturanga, step back to plank and lower. Inhale, up dog, power to the arms, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, down dog, hips up, and lower the heels down. Inhale, knees bend, look to the front. Exhale, step, jump or float, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, sit down into the heels, arms reach up to hold and breathe. Find stillness. Let this warm the body up. So squeeze the thighs, feel the weight in your heels. Tuck your tailbone. Arms strong, pinkies in, shoulders down. As you inhale, sink the hips a little bit lower. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, Chaturanga, step, jump or float to lower halfway, elbows in. Inhale, up dog, roll over the toes and roll your shoulders back, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog, hips up, heels down. Inhale, knees bend, look to the front. Exhale, step, jump or float, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Lower the back knee down. We're going to rise up, interlace the hands behind, above your head. And as you exhale, you're going to lift up and gently arch up and back to hold and breathe. Be strong, reach out the pinkies, out the fingertips, lower the hips forwards, and imagine taking your chest forwards and then up and then slightly back. Squeeze your thighs. And release, hands come through to prayer. Prayer twist to the left-hand side, right elbow outside the left knee. Straight line from elbow to elbow. Use the leverage off the leg to rinse the spine. So twist, look over the left shoulder. And release, come to the center, place the hands down, coming into a three-legged table. So left heel comes up into the sky. Actively send the left heel up. Inhale, look forwards, open your chest. Exhale, knee to nose, so round into the spine and curl. Inhale, left heel rises, chest opens. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Tuck your right toes. Inhale, left heel rises. Exhale, knee to nose. From here, inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg comes up into the sky to hold and breathe. Keep the belly flat. Lift the heel to the sky. Press strongly into the hands. Now squeeze the left heel to your bum and big circles with the left knee. So open the hip up and breathe. With control, left foot steps forwards, coming into lizard. Left foot to the outside of the left hand. Options to lower the knees. Take a few rounds of breath here just to arrive and warm up into the hips. Maybe a little bit of movement, or you find stillness. Bringing the belly forwards and down. Lower the back knee, right heel squeezes to the bum, left arm swims back to get hold of the foot. And you're going to open the chest up. If getting hold of the foot is too much, you can always just point towards the foot and squeeze the heel. Find stillness and then lower the hips forwards and then look over the left shoulder to hold and breathe. Gently release the back foot, plant the hands, right foot steps forwards, Malasana, yogi squat, sink into the heels. Hands to prayer. Options to use the hands to the floor for a bit of support. You can also remain up onto the toes of the feet. Find something breathable, close the eyes and feel. Place the hands down, coming into a fold, straighten the legs, heel to your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back, low lunge, lower the back knee to the ground. Inhale, crescent moon, arms reach up into the sky, interlace the hands. And as you exhale, gently lift up and arch back. So squeeze your thighs, melt the hips forwards. And remember to take your chest forwards and then up and then back. So more of a lifting motion to round and open than an arching motion. Release, prayer twist to the right hand side, left elbow outside the right knee. Straight line from elbow to elbow. Eyes over the right shoulder and lengthen through the spine. Soften the hips forwards. And release. Hands come to the floor. Staying on the knees, right foot comes into the sky, coming into a three-legged table. Inhale, look forwards, chest opens, right heel rises. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze, round. 2 more. Inhale, right knee lifts, lower the belly, chest up. Exhale, knee to nose, tuck your left toes. Inhale, right heel rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg lifts up into the sky to hold. Belly flat to the floor. Press into the ground. Relax the back of the neck and send the belly back towards the thighs. Squeeze the right heel to the bum. Open the hip, big circles with the right knee, sending the knee behind you to open up into the front. Lizard lunge, right foot steps forwards to the outside edge of the mat. Find something comfortable and breathable just to warm up into the hip. Lower the back knee, left heel squeezes, right arm swims back, taking hold of the foot. Look over the shoulder to hold and breathe. Release the back foot, hands down, step the back foot forwards, coming into Malasana, round 2, yogi squat. Sometimes I like to place a block in between my hands to open up a little bit wider. Hands come out to place down, straighten the front leg to fold. Heel to the feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga, step, jump or float to lower halfway. Inhale, up dog to squeeze, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, down dog, shift back. Well done. From here, we're going to move to half pigeon, bringing your shin through and down, right knee to the far right side of your mat. Options for a block underneath your hip. You can also go to figure 4 on your back as a variation. As you inhale, you open your chest. And as you exhale, walk the hands forwards to something comfortable and breathable. Close the eyes and feel. And release hands, come underneath the shoulders. Press back to downward facing dog. Take your time just to pedal the legs out. From here, left foot steps forwards, coming into half pigeon on the left side. Left knee to the far left edge of your mat. Options for a block underneath your left hip. As you inhale, open your chest. Exhale, walk the hands forwards. Close the eyes and breathe. And release onto the hands. You're welcome to press back to down dog. Pedal the legs out. And from here we make our way through to a seat. And extend the legs out in front of you. Inhale, arms sweep up into the sky. As you exhale, shift the weight forwards to fold and breathe. Paschimottanasana. Flex the front toes. If your hamstrings are tight, have a soft bend to the knees. And release to roll up. From here, we're coming into reverse table. Having the feet down, hands behind, fingers forwards. Press into the heels and lift the hips up to hold and breathe. And release. From here, we're going to lower onto our backs, coming into a round of bridge or wheel. If wheel is in your practice and you're feeling comfortable and ready, you can go straight in. Otherwise, for bridge, you touch the heels, feet hip width distance, and just lift the hips up to hold and squeeze. Find the feeling on the breath. And slowly release to lower, one vertebra at a time. Find a comfortable resting space, either allowing the knees to fall in or to fall out. From here, you're going to draw the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg long, reclined wind remover. Tuck your toes, or flex your toes and tuck your chin. Squeeze the knee in. As you exhale, supine twist. Lower the leg over to the left-hand side. Right arm up alongside your ear and eyes to the right. And release. Right knee draws in, give it a good squeeze. Exchange, left leg in, right leg long. Flex your toes, tuck your chin, give it a good squeeze. On the next exhale, supine twist, gently lower to the right, eyes to the left. Hold and breathe. And release. From here, we're going to make our way into a round of shoulder stand, extending the legs up into the sky. As a variation, you can do legs up the wall, just having the legs dangle in the sky. Maybe you place a block or a pillow underneath the lower back, or you find a wall. Otherwise, elbows by your sides. You swing the hips, hands to the base of the spine, fingers up. Find steadiness, keep your eyes up, and then begin to extend the toes up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your thighs and breathe. Try be active, so squeeze the thighs and really reach up. Keep the eyes up. Slowly begin to bend the knees. Let them hover somewhere comfortable. You're also welcome to come back to the ground if that's better. Otherwise, find something comfortable and breathe. Maybe halasana is in your practice, extending the legs back, touch down, hands out in front to interlace. And gently release to lower all the way back down to the ground, coming into a round of happy baby, taking the knees out wide as an option, or the outer blades of the feet to draw down and squeeze. And release. Draw both knees into your chest. Give yourselves a giant squeeze. Take a moment to come back to your breath, maybe your intention, or maybe a moment of gratitude for your practice. And as you exhale, you can release into Shavasana, taking up some space. Let the toes fall out, the palms face up. Get comfortable. Close the eyes. And when you're ready, you can find stillness. And inhale, fill the belly up. Long exhale to release. Inhale to fill. Exhale to release and relax. See if you can rest in the sensations of your body and your breath and keep returning to that space. You're welcome to lay here for as long as you like. There is no rush. Thank you so much for putting such beautiful effort into your self-practice and all the support into this channel. If you have any comments or questions, it's always nice to hear from you. It also goes a long way to support the channel. Subscribe to join in and not miss future classes. Otherwise, I'll see you here next time for another class. Namaste.